There will be a chance for some showers and thunderstorms moving through mainly around sunrise. Otherwise, a dry night on tap for central Illinois. We'll have a look at that forecast tonight and a look at what's coming up this weekend in just a bit. WMBD News at 10 starts now.
Fast food giant Wendy's admits hackers have taken aim at its computer system. What that means for your personal information. Plus, they're supposed to help make your garden look better, but some teenagers are using flower seeds to get high. We'll look at the problem in a special report. And 2 police shootings in as many days prompts thousands of people to take to the streets. And that's where we begin tonight. The shootings have fueled national outrage and moved the president to speak during his trip abroad. We want to warn you now, some of the video in this may be disturbing to some viewers. Marley Hall has more.
People across the country are demanding justice after white police officers shot and killed 2 black men in as many days. The latest happened in Falcon Heights, Minnesota, where a police officer shot Philando Castile during a traffic stop Wednesday evening.
The officer just shot him in his arm.
His girlfriend calmly live-streamed the immediate aftermath as the officer kept his gun drawn. On Tuesday, Baton Rouge police officers shot and killed 37-year-old Elton Sterling in a convenience store parking lot where he was selling DVDs. They responded to a call reporting a man with a gun. President Obama, upon his arrival in Warsaw, urged law enforcement to address bias in the criminal justice system. He says all Americans should be troubled by the shootings.
I just ask folks to step back and think, what if this happened to somebody in your family?
My skin is not a threat! The shootings sparked demonstrations in New York City, Dallas, Chicago, and Philadelphia.
Enough is enough!
And in Minnesota, where hundreds gathered to remember Castile at the school where he served lunch to 500 children every day.
Protesters made their way here to the governor's mansion. Governor Mark Dayton vowed justice will be served.
Would this have happened if those passengers, the driver and the passenger, were white? I don't think it would have.
The U.S. Justice Department says it will monitor the situation. Marley Hall, CBS News, St. Paul, Minnesota.
So far, the police officer involved in the Minnesota shooting has not been identified. He has, however, been placed on administrative leave. Well, breaking news out of Dallas tonight. CBS News is reporting there have been a number of shots fired at a protest there in downtown Dallas. Now, there's not a lot of information at this point, but there are reports 2 people have been shot, and those 2 people are police officers. You're taking a live look at video there of downtown Dallas. It's a live look in Dallas where 2 police officers have been shot amid protests. Of course, obviously the camera's moving around there. We're going to continue to monitor this situation, and we will bring you updated information as we get it. Well, new tonight at 10, fast food giant Wendy's says hackers targeted its customers. Card numbers may have been stolen at more than 1,000 locations in the U.S. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. Now, it's still unknown how many customers have been affected. People who used their debit or credit cards between January and June of this year are at risk. WMBD did some digging and found out the only store in our area is at 1600 East College Avenue in Normal. Now, the company says it's working with federal law enforcement to find the people responsible for this latest hack. So what do you do if you think your personal information has been compromised? According to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, you should check your account immediately, looking for unauthorized charges. Report any of those suspicious charges immediately. Submit a complaint to the Financial Protection Bureau if you aren't happy with your bank's response. Know when to ignore people calling to verify your account. Many times, those people are scammers trying to get more of your money. Well, a crime alert to tell you about tonight. Police have a lot of questions after a man shows up at the hospital with a gunshot wound. They started investigating after responding to a ShotSpotter alert in the East Bluff. Happened Wednesday night in the 2000 block of Indiana Avenue. When police arrived at the address, they found a crime scene, but that man was already at the hospital, taken in a private vehicle. Police say he is expected to be okay. Well, the River City's 12th Don't Shoot call-in brings 15 of Peoria's most violent offenders together in one room tonight. The goal? To end gun violence in Peoria. This is the 4th year of the project where law enforcement, the mayor, state and federal attorneys all speak about how community partnership is key, bringing all of these resources together, hoping to change gang culture and mentality in the city. They promise to vigorously prosecute repeat gun violence offenders, but also give gang members a way out.
If they simply walk away from the guns, then we understood that they got the message. But some of them will reoffend. We know that. But today is that early warning system to let them know that if they choose to continue with what they do, there are consequences, and they're going to be swift, and they're going to be certain.
Chief Mitchell says the long-term goal of the program is to end violent behavior in Peoria. Well, a tool that could help in the event of a crime or an emergency is hard to find in central Illinois, but that could be changing in the future. McLean County could be the next place in central Illinois to give the green light to text 911. And as WMBD's Lindsay Harrison explains, it's something officials there want to see happen.
You can text your friends, you can text your family, and soon you could be able to text 911 in a dangerous situation.
There's going to be certain situations where someone is going to need to contact 911, and speaking is not going to be an option for them.
We've had some cases in the past where individuals have been held against their will, where they wouldn't have been able to make a phone call, but they were able to text friends.
The new technology would also be a huge tool for people with hearing loss.
They're very interested in it because it makes it much easier for them to use that instead of the TTY phones that they use now.
Right now, only 650 dispatch centers nationwide accept text messages. McLean County is looking to add itself to that list.
We intend to be a part of the 911 texting.
It could still be a few years before that's a reality. Right now, the county's combined communication center doesn't have the right technology, and funding is an issue.
It's no secret that 911 funds have been held back. They're slowly trickling in from time to time.
911 texting does come with a few concerns.
With a phone call, they're able to attach location information to that. With the texting service, that location information will not exist. Folks are going to have to know where they're at.
There certainly is no substitute for an actual live call from a victim or a citizen with a well-trained dispatcher.
But officials say it will be an important tool.
They can send a text, give us the information, and we can get the appropriate units sent out there without them jeopardizing their own safety.
In McLean County, Lindsay Harrison, WMBD News.
Medcom leaders say when they do roll out 911 texting, they will do their best to make sure everyone knows when and how to use it. Well, students looking for help paying for college are not getting a lot of help from Illinois' newly passed stopgap budget. MAP grant funding is up in the air for many college students. Schools are trying to come up with ways to cover the cost. Eureka College is using a payment plan. Students pay a certain amount of money each month to help cover those costs. Now, if the state ends up funding the grants, the college will reimburse those students. Well, here's a story out of Peoria County that's utterly ridiculous. Earlier today, this bull escapes from Raber Packing Company on Farmington Road. Several agencies, including the Peoria County Sheriff and Animal Control, are on the hunt for this hoofed and horned animal. Now, people at nearby Four Seasons were notified the bovine intruder may be loose in their neighborhood. I want to give credit to Mike Lightbody for snapping this shot of the escaped animal. Well, coming up, WMBD News digs deeper into a problem that could have serious consequences for teenagers. They're now using a common garden product to get high. Plus, people in one part of the state are in cleanup mode after a tornado rips through the town. We'll take you there a little later.
And we skipped out on any threat of severe weather for the most part today, thanks to some showers and storms from earlier this morning. We picked up just under 1/4 inch of rain in Peoria, and temperatures were kept down as well with a high of 84. But what's in store for us tomorrow? That forecast is coming up next.
You're watching WMBD News at 10 in high definition with Paul Cecchini, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local weather authority forecast, and Kurt Tegler with sports. This is WMBD News at 10. Central Illinois proud. Wake up feeling fresh. Wake up ready to conquer the day. Wake up knowing there's a morning show in Central Illinois that has your back. You have a million things to do before you get out the door. And WMBD This Morning is up early to keep you in touch with what's happening right now, right here, and everywhere else. It's the morning show built just for you. When you want more, you turn to WMBD This Morning. Weekday mornings from 5 to 7.
There's a difference in morning news.
Try us and see for yourself.
From the first building block to the last coat of paint, Menards is here to help with an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices, so you can finish your latest project and start planning the next big thing. Right now, save with an 11% rebate on Suncast storage units, or take advantage of great deals on Ideal insulated garage doors. Save big money and get an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. I'm attorney Doc Halliday. I've handled many motorcycle claims over the years. If you are injured in a motorcycle accident, call or stop by my office to discuss your claim.
Carpenter's Local 237 and WMPD are proud to present students from across Central Illinois performing America the Beautiful every day on WMPD This Morning. It's the spirit of excellence.
Only Ford Explorer has what it takes to be America's best-selling SUV 25 years running. With innovations like a powerful and efficient EcoBoost engine, a class-exclusive power-folding third row, and hands-free sync to keep you connected. That's leadership. And that's Ford Explorer, designed to help you be unstoppable. Now get 0% financing for 60 months on a specially equipped limited edition 25th anniversary Ford Explorer. Hurry, see your local Ford dealer.
Now, your local weather authority, WMBD's chief meteorologist, Chris Yates.
Welcome back. Not a bad day across Central Illinois. All is pretty quiet so far this evening, and thanks to the storms that rolled through the area this morning, we were able to stay cool enough to prevent any more storms from developing this afternoon. But nice shot from our Goods Furniture Skycam. All is quiet. Skies mostly clear. The temperature is cooling off a little bit. 75, dew point at 71. Now the thing is, our temperature cannot drop below that dew point, so we're going to need some drier air to come in, and that'll happen late tonight and early tomorrow, and that's when we'll see temperatures dropping to about 70 here in Peoria. 75 is the current temperature. Same story in Bloomington, Normal, Pontiac 74. Those out west just a touch cooler. Galesburg is 70, Macomb 71. Now we did see some funnel clouds today. This was near Farmers City. Our very own WMBD weather intern Avery Dooling sent us this photo. You can see the funnel extending just a few hundred feet from the base of the cloud. Now this was actually under a developing rain shower, not even a thunderstorm. There was no lightning with this particular cell, at least not this early into the afternoon. The type of funnels we were seeing were just thanks to winds shifting direction near the base of the cloud. These type of storms, or funnels rather, don't often reach the ground and therefore not tornadoes, and we don't get tornado warnings out of those type of systems. Now through tonight, pretty quiet, but we're not out of the woods yet when it comes to the potential for at least a few hit or miss storms heading into tomorrow morning. You'll notice some showers very loosely organized along a cold front that's going to be working its way eastward tonight. And that cold front, as it inches closer to central Illinois, could kick off some more spotty and shower thunderstorm activity late tonight and early tomorrow. Otherwise, pretty quiet conditions moving into the state for tomorrow afternoon. So future track as we go through the rest of tonight, mostly clear initially, clouds build in late. Notice some pop-up showers and thunderstorms moving into the Quad Cities near sunrise. Temperatures lower 70s and upper 60s this evening into early tomorrow. We'll start off with some cloud cover, maybe a stray sprinkle northwest of the Illinois River, but your best chance of any rain tomorrow is going to be along and east of I-55 as that cold front works its way through the area. Otherwise, another warm day. Temperatures back into the 80s. Peoria right around 88, 87 in Bloomington. Winds will be breezy out of the west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So your day planner looks like this. 70s in the morning, mid to low 80s around lunchtime, upper 80s just in time for you to call it a weekend with highs around 88 degrees, at least here in Peoria. Your Southside Bank extended forecast looks better heading into the weekend. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, highs in the lower 80s. Will warm up a little bit early next week. And then our storm chances are returning to the area Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, the way things are looking now, severe weather is not expected, but this time of year cannot completely rule it out, and certainly that could change over the next couple of days. In fact, look how much the severe weather threat changed just today alone. So
just in the last 24 hours.
Just in the last 24 hours. It's been kind of crazy.
It's hard to track those storms, I think, sometimes.
This time of year gets a little tricky.
They move a little bit quickly, and then the wind blows one way, and what are you going to do?
Yeah,
I think we're happy to miss it.
Yes.
No doubt. All right, thanks, Chris. Well, we dodged a bullet here in central Illinois, as Chris just mentioned, but it wasn't the case in the southern part of the state. In the city of Metropolis, people are cleaning up after a tornado tore things up Wednesday. The National Weather Service says the tornado was an EF1. It left a lot of damage in its wake, but people in town say, despite that, they're grateful to be alive. Parts of the county also experienced straight-line winds that caused even more damage. Well, coming up, WMBD News takes a look at how seeds designed to help beautify your garden are being used to get high. That's straight ahead in a special report.
There's no reason to be shy about scheduling a colonoscopy.
Come on, ask us anything.
Do I need a referral?
Nope, just give us a call.
It's time to get your rear in the clear.
Where'd you go to put that little camera?
You want to take this? There's no reason to be shy. Quality colonoscopies can save lives.
The $4 menu at Steak and Shake, featuring handcrafted steak burgers, all beef footlongs, and fresh guacamole made from scratch. The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
At Ostling & Associates, we handle bankruptcy and only bankruptcy. When you need help, call Ostling & Associates. There's only a $650 fee for single filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Bankruptcy questions? Visit our website at bcyhelp.com. An emergency bankruptcy can stop foreclosures, judgments, repossessions, utility shutoffs, court proceedings. Call Ostling & Associates with 20 Illinois offices to serve you. Call Ostling & Associates now and stop the collection calls.
America's turning 240 this year.
That's only slightly older than our furniture.
Celebrate America's birthday in style at the July 4th sale at Furniture Row. Score big savings for your home on all beds and bunk beds, motion furniture, outdoor furniture, and more. Plus, up to 4 years no interest. The July 4th sale at Furniture Row, home of Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
What if we told you this isn't Africa? Or this isn't Ireland? What if we told you that this isn't Chicago? And this isn't Colorado? That Austin isn't the only place for a great concert? And you can't find this museum anywhere in Europe? What if we told you this was all in one place? What if we told you this is Peoria?
From the first building block to the last coat of paint, Menards is here to help with an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices, so you can finish your latest project and start planning the next big thing. Right now, save on everything with an 11% rebate on JELD-WEN windows and take advantage of great deals on ThorWorks roof coating. Save big money and get an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
You're watching WMDD News at 10.
Well, they grace our gardens by growing flowers and have names that sound equally as beautiful. But some teenagers are using them to get high. We're talking about flower seeds. WMBD is digging deeper into the growing problem, detailing the dangers, and finding out if the fad has planted its roots in central Illinois. Our Alyssa Paldo investigates in this special report.
For less than $2. And on almost any shelf in the garden section of your local hardware, grocery, or garden store, sit Morning Glory seeds.
Kids will come up with different ways to be able to get high.
Typically used to grow vibrant, colorful flowers, there's a different use for the flower seeds. Some teenagers using them to get a cheap high, ingesting the seeds of the flowering plants.
With the internet, the accessibility to knowing what people are doing states away is readily available.
I sat down to see what I could find. A simple Google search turned up hundreds of videos, testimonials of teenagers giving it a try. Detective Mike Eaton of the Pekin Police Department explains the idea isn't new. People have tried everything from huffing air duster to bath salts and synthetic drugs. He says ingesting seeds is just the next thing some teens are setting their sights on and getting their hands on. Just because it's cheap and easy to get?
It is, and they're, it's legal. You can go to the flower shop and get a package of this. And what is hard to understand sometimes is how they figure out what this does to you.
What specialists at the Illinois Institute of Addiction Recovery do know, consuming the seeds of the Morning Glory flower mimics the hallucinogenic effects of other drugs.
It's closely associated with LSD. It has an active ingredient called LSA.
Clinician Brittany Ott says LSA, or lysergic acid amide, simulates an altered state and impacts the brain by distorting sensory and emotional skills.
With that can come very different extremes, from euphoria to confusion to paranoia. So individuals can sometimes report going from one state to the other very quickly. Reality is distorted, and so it's difficult to make safe decisions.
Where we see even more of a problem is when people choose to engage in these activities or use these types of things and then get behind the wheel of a car and it will impair their judgment.
But has the blossoming fad planted its roots here in central Illinois?
More than likely there are teens that are out there that are hearing about this or communicating about it, so likely this is happening within our community as well.
Ensuring this doesn't reach full bloom in our area is something Detective Eaton says we're all responsible for.
We need to be a little bit more vigilant on and paying attention to what people are doing and what they're buying.
And the experts stress talking with your children to set fact apart from fiction.
Just because this is being marketed and advertised as safe, organic, producing a cheap high, does not mean that it is safe.
We need to talk about what the true effects are, including death at times for a lot of these drugs. And that's a very real conversation that we need to have with our kids.
Alyssa Paldo, WMBD News.
And now we looked into the issue because videos are on the internet, meaning teens have access to the information. Now, your children may be doing it without your knowledge. And as the Illinois Institute for Addiction Recovery stresses, it's important to have these conversations with your kids. And if you suspect your child is doing this, help is available. Well, it's an important month for a Manual basketball player hoping to nail down a college scholarship. Kurt has the story next in sports.
Are you still waiting to change your bathtub? Bathfitter can give you a new tub in as little as 1 day with their unique tub-over-tub process. Isn't that amazing? Bathfitter will measure and make you a new custom bathtub that they install right over your existing one. Plus, only Bathfitter has seamless walls, which guarantee a watertight fit. And a lifetime warranty. That's what got me. A new bathtub changes your life, and it's never been more affordable.
This month only, 0% APR financing for 24 months.
In school, he was remembered mostly for his absences.
But it was there he learned to read and write. Seeking glory as a riverboat pilot, a gold miner, and an inventor, fame came with his ability to write down the stories of his youth on a great river.
Where he simply changed the names and his too, he called himself Mark Twain. For better or worse, like Tom Sawyer, school left a lasting impression on Samuel Clemens.
And on American literature.
Trouble Free salutes those who teach and the students who reach for excellence.
Apricot Lane Peoria is now online at shopalb.com/Peoria.
Fun, unique, and all for a great cause. The Home Sweet Home Ministries Mission Mart is the place to go to find that perfect something while helping out your community. There are specials every week for college students, teachers, and more. Plus, a silent auction where you can bid on special collectibles, antiques, and more. Keep your donation local at the Home Sweet Home Mission Mart.
Shop smart at Mission Mart. Don't just stand there. Shop.
If you're in the market for a Tempur-Pedic mattress, it's a great reason to buy it at Sherman's during the month of July. If you buy a Tempur-Pedic mattress at Sherman's, we'll donate a Tempur-Pedic mattress to one of 4 great local charities. These organizations provide safe shelter to people who don't have anywhere else to go. Not only are you helping yourself, but you're helping somebody else in the process. We have one of the best selections of Tempur-Pedic you're going to find in central Illinois. Tons of different beds, so you got tons of choice. Come on into Sherman's now through the end of July, and when you buy a Tempur-Pedic mattress, we give one.
Did you know that over 5,000 people have tourism-related jobs in the Peoria area?
I am Chef Leo here at the Peoria Civic Center, and I am one.
My name is Stephanie, and I am one.
My name is Marta, and I am one.
I'm Chef Vince from Cracked Pepper and Sugar, and I am one.
Find out how visitors impact Peoria and how you can help. Visit bringyourmeetinghome.com.
Now, your local sports with WMBD's Kurt Fegler.
In less than a week, the Bulls are transformed from a team with very few recognizable players to a team with 3 big names, including a 3-time NBA champion and Dwayne Wade. Wade and the Bulls agreeing to a 2-year deal last night. It brings the Chicago native back home and gives the Bulls an interesting roster. Now the Bulls have 3 players who are used to being the stars of their teams: Jimmy Butler and newcomers Dwayne Wade and Rajon Rondo.
We have three alphas. There'll be 3 alphas on the team, and just trying to mesh together and make sure we're trying to do the best thing for the team as far as sacrificing for one another, and whatever we need to decide to do is for the greater of the team.
Rondo did add the team is Jimmy Butler's. He's the clear leader with Dwayne Wade second in command. And Sean Livingston's newest teammate is introduced to the media in Oakland today as the Warriors bring out Kevin Durant, fresh from his 2-year deal worth $54 million to play for the team that had the best record in the NBA last season. Ramon Douglas Watkins hopes to sign on the dotted line this year. He's in pursuit of a college basketball scholarship. This is a critical month for him as he'll play his AAU schedule in front of plenty of college coaches.
It's going to feel good when you get a scholarship, and it's going to feel great having options that you can pick from. So that's why every day I'm working hard to get a scholarship. I see myself kind of not growing as much, so I'm working on my defense at the next level, guarding guards, and expanding my range on shooting.
Douglas Watkins helped Manual to a third-place finish at state in March, and we've got more with the Manual Senior. You'll find that story at our website, ciproud.com. Just click on the Sports tab. The Cubs were supposed to have the day off, but are playing a makeup game from an April rainout, and guess what? The game starts 90 minutes late because of rain. Worse yet, the game may have cost the Cubs another pitcher. More on Jason Hamill in a moment. Cubs trail Atlanta 2-0, fifth inning. Runners at second and third for Tommy La Stella, who strikes out. And then in the sixth, Hamill leaves the game after apparently tweaking his back. He's out. Cubs are down 2-0. That's in the sixth inning. Cardinals finally found a way to beat the Pirates today. They send Adam Wainwright out there, and he allows just 1 run in 7 innings. He fanned 9 Pittsburgh hitters, and the Cards get some long ball help today. Randall Grichuk is going to go deep. Stephen Piscotty also hits a homer for the Cardinals, who avoid a 4-game series sweep with a 5-1 win over the Bucks. A stress fracture isn't going to stop this Chiefs fan from cheering on the home team tonight. Pitchers duel, and the Chiefs have plenty of good pitching. Nick Fry showing off his stuff in relief of Jake Woodford, who's fresh off the disabled list. The Chiefs and Kane County Cougars are 2-2. That game is still going. It's in the 11th inning downtown tonight. Corn Belters taking on the Gateway Grizzlies on Christmas in July at the Corn Crib. Aaron Dudley leads off the 4th inning with a homer over the fence and left, part of a 5-run explosion for the home team in the 4th inning. And later in the 4th, with a man on, it's Nolan Meadows, who leads the Frontier League in home runs. That one's not coming back. The Corn Belters hit 3 homers in the inning, and they belt Gateway 13-8. Briefly, France a 2-0 winner over Germany in the Euro semifinals, and the Wimbledon ladies final will pit Serena Williams against Germany's Angelique Kerber. They each won their semifinal matches today. Finally, it's a hot, stuffy night at Dozer Park, but everybody gets up, of course, for the chicken dance, including our favorite usher, Steve Roach, who's actually a living 5-hour energy drink. He forgets the moves, but he's still out there trying to do his thing in that heat. So I give him credit because it was hot just standing there, let alone doing
Yeah, you get a
all
lot
that.
of credit for getting it done.
He gets it done every night.
All right, thanks, Kurt. Chris back right after this.
This portion of WMBD News is brought to you by
Where it's more than a car.
It's a Honda.
From the first building block to the last coat of paint, Menards is here to help. Get an 11% rebate on everything in the store, including thousands of sale items. Whether you're remodeling your house or creating a backyard getaway, you'll save 11% on all of it, so you can finish your latest project and start planning the next big thing. Get building with an 11% rebate on everything, even sale price items, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Celebrate America's birthday in style at the July 4th sale at Furniture Row. Score big savings for your home on all beds and bunk beds, outdoor furniture, and more. Plus, up to 4 years no interest. The July 4th sale at Furniture Row.
Pekin Hospital is privileged to serve the families of Central Illinois, and we're dedicated to building trust in our communities.
What I think is special about Pekin Hospital is that we're able to provide personal service, personal care.
The sense of family is what makes Pekin Hospital very special.
A community hospital is much more than just providing quality patient care. It's about service. It's about giving back.
Pekin Hospital is providing personal care you can trust.
Who really has the fastest internet? We're off to the download races in today's Xfinity X1 Challenge.
We're gonna download the same show on 2 different laptops. I'm gonna compete with you, okay?
You ready? Download.
Oh, it's off and running. I think that's fairly impressive.
Let's see who our winner is. Xfinity!
I like it.
Who did you have at home?
With Xfinity Internet, you get speeds way faster than DSL.
Maybe I made a mistake.
Get started with Xfinity Internet risk-free for $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call or visit xfinity.com/challenge.
Because of the skills that I've developed here at Midstate, I am excited about the career ahead of me.
With an associate degree in medical assisting from Mid-State College, you'll be on your way to a fulfilling career doing administrative and clinical work in a medical office. And thanks to flexible scheduling and shorter terms, you get your degree faster at Mid-State College.
I love what I do. It's an opportunity that wouldn't have been there if I hadn't have gone to Mid-State College.
Mid-State, where it all comes together.
It's a 20% event in the heart of Chevy country. At Upstring in Washington, save 20% or more on new Chevys. A new Traverse, 24% off. Plus, lease a new Malibu for $179 a month. Plus, we'll pay huge money for your trade. Find new roads at upstringchevy.com.
At Denver Mattress, discover ultimate support and comfort for a great night's sleep. Our Colorado two-piece queen set with individually wrapped coil support, just $6.99. All backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
You're watching WMDD News at 10.
All right, kind of dodged a bullet with some severe weather today, and forecast ahead looks pretty darn good.
Yeah, not too shabby. We'll start off with, let's get through tonight first, 70 degrees. There's still a slight chance for some thunderstorms, mainly between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m. More than likely, it'll be closer to 5 a.m., but we're not expecting much of that. In fact, anything that does develop is going to be hit or miss. Tomorrow it'll be breezy, it'll be warm, highs into the upper 80s to near 90s. Seasonal, we'll take it, very summer-like weather. It is going to cool off for the weekend. Skies mostly sunny to partly cloudy. Our next chance of storms, assuming nothing changes, is going to be Tuesday and Wednesday.
Not too bad. Yep. All right, thanks, Chris. Thanks, Kurt. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, we're available on air, online, and on the go. You can head over to our website, ciproud.com, and get the latest news on our app for your phone or tablet. Stick around. Colbert is next.